Happy New Year. Are we still allowed to say Happy New Year? Or when do we stop saying Happy New Year? I don't know. Anyway, Happy New Year. Welcome to another vlog. It's 2023. So this will be my second vlog in 2023. I hope you've watched the first one. The first one is when I was crossing the new year. I went to Namanga and I wasn't actually meant to record that video, but I did, just short clips. And if you haven't watched it, please go and watch. And as from the title today, from the title, we're going to review my 2022 year goals that I set aside for myself. I haven't set my 2023 goals yet, so maybe I'll do that in the next vlog. I'm thinking of doing a vision board for 2023. I've never done it before, so maybe I'll do that. But for this vlog, we'll be doing the 2022 goals review. What have I achieved, what I managed to achieve from what I set, and what I didn't get to achieve. Also, I want to take a moment now, since it's the introduction, to ask you guys to please kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please like my videos, comment, share. It's the only way you can support me, really. Honestly, it's the only way. And it doesn't cost much. It's free. Everything, subscribing is free, liking is free. You just need bundles. That before I even go further, before we even begin, this is what I wrote. You see, these are the notes. So this top part here, after I've written everything, at the top, I wrote, everything you ask for, the universe has in abundance. And that's the rule I went by in 2022. And I don't think I really believed in it completely, 100%. It's just something, I don't know if I read it somewhere or if I had it somewhere. I can't remember where I did, but it stuck with me. Everything you need, imagine the universe has in abundance. It already exists. You just have to tap into it. And that same motto, I'm going to use it in 2023. I'm not letting that go. Anyway, I'm just getting excited. Let's go through this one by one. So I wrote this in 25th January. So 2022 goal setting. Number 1, remember we already have at the top, everything you ask for, the universe has in abundance. So the first thing I wrote, listen to more podcasts. And I think last year I have, but not as much as I would have wanted to. And it's because a few changes happened. You see, in my previous job, when I was working at Kenya Buzz, let me just disclose, I was working from home, so it was easier to do so many things. 2023, then in 2022, let me turn it pole too. Listen to more podcasts. So because I was working from home, I thought I would have the chance to do a lot of things. So that included listening to more podcasts. I have to say they have increased from the previous year, 2021, but it's not as much as I could have intended to, and that's okay because you see there's a lot of things, and that's okay because there's a lot of things that are really happening in my life, so it's fine, I don't mind. So that was the first one. The second one, which at least I can say I achieved, the second was going to driving school, and I started driving school 1st February 2022. I completed it within a month, but I haven't gotten my license yet. I know it's a long time, almost a whole year, because now we're in January and I started in Feb. I haven't gotten my driving license. I intentionally did not go to get it because of a certain change that will be coming. So I decided to put that on hold, but I did go through with it. I did finish. Nezendesha gari niele tu amalana. Yeah. So at least I'm so happy I achieved these goals. And then another one that I wrote that I'm going to combine with another one is save more. In 2022 I was planning to save more, and I did. I am so proud of myself. Last year I was able to save really well. Yeah, and what I wanted to include also is automate my savings, which I have done. My savings are automatically deducted the moment my salary hits the account. The same way, you know how you get a standing order for something? For me, I'm paying help, so I have a standing order for that. That's the same way I have my savings. And I did that because when you say that when the salary comes, I'm going to deduct this amount, things happen. Trust me, things happen. Oh, so you need to send money for this, or I need money for that. So you end up saving less than you had planned to. So I automated my savings and I have saved more. And I have to say, I am very disciplined. And going into 2023, I'll observe the same rule, save more than I saved last month. And then this year, let me just mention so that I don't forget, but I'll include in the 2023 goal setting, is invest, not just saving. I need to invest my money as well. Another thing I wrote here is join a circle. I didn't join a circle. I don't think I will be. Or that's on hold for now because of certain things that I'll mention in future. You'll understand in future. I'll highlight. Don't worry, I'll just remember to mention everything. But I didn't join a circle, but my intention was to join one. But it will depend. Can I join a circle and live in like 5 months? I don't know. That's the issue I have. So for the circle is on hold, still on hold. But maybe I can invest in a different way. And then I wrote travel to India or Dubai. You see, here I was very specific. I wrote India because a friend of mine was getting married there and I was to attend the wedding. But let's just say it will soon come to pass. It didn't happen this year, but it's coming. It's still there. And then Dubai, because I don't know, Dubai I think is my travel destination that I feel like it's affordable, that's luxury, and that I can be able to afford. It's not like any other kind of travel. It's just a luxurious travel that I can afford right now, or that I could maybe save to get to travel. So yeah. But as much as I didn't go to these countries last year, I did go to Ginger for the Nyege Nyege vlog, and I went to Namanga where I crossed the year. So, and that's why I started the year last year. So I did get to travel, and this year I'm hoping to travel more. I did that TikTok predictions thing, and apparently this year I'll be traveling to 15 new countries. 15. Can you imagine? 15 new countries. Okay, I know it's just a prediction, it's just some game, but I am manifesting it into my life. Traveling more. Another thing that I wrote is get a new job. And you remember when I was telling you about the date, the 2/2/2022? That's when I got my new job. And that's when I quit Kenya Buzz. Literally, I got my new job 2 days apart from I quit on, I even wrote the date, 22nd Feb. I got the new job on 24th Feb. Was the date 2/22/2022? I think so. Not 2/2/2022. I can't remember. Basically, two is in my life. So I got a new job where I am currently, and yeah, I'm excited for that because when I was manifesting this, I didn't know that it would happen, and it happened. I prayed about it. Like, I had been struggling for a while, but at least it's a step further, and I hope I can continue to go further and further. Let's just hope for better things, for growth. But I always pray for growth every single time. I just don't want to be stagnant. I just always pray for growth. So let's hope that growth will come in whatever way. Yeah. Then what I wrote, I think I'll finish with this. I'll skip that. Let me continue. Get back to reading. And I even ticked it. And I wrote the first book was in 1st Feb, and I finished it on 24th March. I even documented when I started reading and when the first book that I finished. And the first book was The Sex Lives of African Women. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And that book is amazing. It's my favorite book. And then the second book that I got into was The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I haven't finished it yet. That's where things went haywire. I remember I told you I was working from home at Kenya's. Now with the new job, it was an 8 to 5, and even weekends I have to go in. So it was a struggle because it's hard to create content, number one. It's hard to get time to read, to listen to this. Like I have, like, I think I even calculated. I have, I think, an hour every day to myself. So between reading, between creating content, between editing, between just relaxing, it's a struggle. But I have to pat myself on the back and say that I have tried. And there's so much that I'm juggling with the little time that I have. But I have to say I am taking, like I'm putting every single minute that I have into productivity and useful things, and even relaxing. That's, you need to give yourself some rest. So I have to say, get back to reading. I did start and it has stopped, but hopefully I'll try again this year. At least, just even if it's not reading like a whole lot of books, just go back to reading. Even if it's, I don't know, one book a week or a chapter a week, that's fine. And then the other one that I didn't get to do, that it's definitely going into my 2023, is go on my first solo date. I don't know why I struggle with solo dates. I don't know, just being in my house, in my comfort zone, I'm good. But going out in a restaurant, eating alone, that's difficult for me. So I've decided this year it doesn't have to be a restaurant that I'm going on a date to for my solo date. I can do a movie. I'm thinking a movie will be easier for me, at least for a start. And then I remember last year I went to Ojogi, and I can consider that a solo trip because I went there alone. It was a trip with different people coming along, but I didn't go with a friend. So that was, I think, a good step forward. So this year I have to do something solo, like literally I'm going there alone, I'm doing this alone. So definitely I'll do that. I tried to do the Ojogi, but it wasn't that intentional to achieve this specific goal. So I'll do that this year. I don't want to say January, but if not Jan, Feb. I don't want it to go long because now you see another year has passed. So I don't want to do that. And then another thing I wrote is get a new skill. Child. Like I was saying, get a new skill. Last year I did get a new skill. Yeah, I did get a new skill. With a new job, you see my field is media, and with the new job I had to get into marketing. So I did a course on marketing. Now a whole year in marketing. Okay, almost a whole year in marketing. So you can say that's a new skill, and if I do say so myself, I think I'm thriving in it. I think if I hadn't done mass communication, I would have done marketing. And we did marketing as a unit in mass communication. So the good thing about mass communication, it was in general. We didn't just learn about media like journalism. No, it covered a wide area. So at least I'm able to do a lot of things. But I did finish a course in marketing. It was a new skill. Do I have any other skill that I learned this year? I think I've gotten better in my editing, which I did in campus, but it has improved because of vlogging. Yeah, so I started YouTube in 2022. Okay, that wasn't part of my goal, but I've just remembered. I joined YouTube in 2022. Do I remember the date? I'll check. My first vlog. But I did start YouTube in 2022, which has grown my editing skills. Copywriting, I have been doing copywriting for some certain brands. Like, I think my career went a notch higher last year, and I'm so grateful for that, and I hope it does get better and better. Although I have to say that my tattoo business did suffer a bit, because now you see with Kenya Buzz I was working from home, so I could get clients whenever and go to them and draw them. But with this other new job, 8 to 5 months. And that's why I'm saying, Mimi, unless I'm working from home or I'm a consultant, but 8 to 5 is a real struggle. And then having to go to work even on weekends. Even on weekends. I was at work on 24th December. Anyway, as much as, you see, we are grateful for these things, but sometimes there are these 1 to 3 things that are challenges that set us back. And I can say it did make my tattoo business struggle, which I am really, honestly, I'm really, really sad about, because tattoo is like any other skill. The more you practice, the more you get better. And now, so now I'm not practicing. Well, I've been getting on to clients who are flexible with my schedule, but I have lost so many clients because they want this date and I'm not available, I'm working. Akimanze, that I do feel really sad about. 2023, I don't know, maybe a miracle will happen, I don't know. And I can, because I enjoy it and I love it, it's a skill that not many people can say they know how to do. You know, saying that you know how to tattoo and you're good at it, I don't want to slack behind me as a controller. So I really want to improve that, and hopefully I'll get time to do it. I really do. And for my clients, my friends who are my clients, who are here, who are watching, please bear with me. I can only say I think that's the only thing I can say. It's just because, or am I juggling too much? I don't know. Because my intention with my tattoo business was that to be my professional career moving forward. But you see, at the same time, with being employed and doing marketing and it has exposed me to some of the things that I wouldn't have been able to get to be exposed to. So maybe, we'll see. But I am sad that it has gone down, but I hope it does peak. I have major goals for that specifically on its own. Yeah. So a new one was be more physically active. Another that I wrote, not a new one. And I even ticked it. This I ticked because by that time when I was ticking, I was physically active. Right now, honestly, I am not active at all. Because when I get home, I have 1 hour to myself. That 1 hour I want to relax, I want to watch, before I start cooking, before I do this. So, you see, for me, I need time to relax. I set aside time for myself. And that comes first. Because I've been working, I've been doing this, you've been running around. So I definitely have to set time to relax. And now physically being active, that means going to the gym, or even if I'm working out from home, I need at least an hour. So does it mean I need to get up early? Which for me is always a struggle. I prefer working out in the evening when I'm from work, as opposed to early. I'm struggling, but at least I walk to work every day, and there's a hill coming to a really steep hill to my place and to work. So I consider that an everyday workout, but it's kidogo. Because I've grown a tummy. I need to work out, and I'll figure that out this year. I'll figure out my schedule. Then, now, you remember I had skipped a part. This is now the exciting. I wanted to close this vlog in a nice way, like end this goals in a nice way. And I wrote, manifest abundance. I'm scared of saying this word straight up because I think I'll mess it up. Yeah. And when it comes to manifesting abundance, I want to combine it with having a positive mindset and being kind to myself. Let me tell you, the old Flora was never kind to herself. And it's because of the things of how I grew up, my surrounding, how people will speak about me. You know, I've always been skinny. I was actually a size 4. And then in campus, or after campus, maybe that's when I was a size 6, but small 6, 4, 6. And now this is my biggest size 8. So I've always been skinny all my life. And the things I would hear people say or comment about me were not nice things. Kwanza mamchongo umekonda, unaweza hata mvua. My own brother once told me, eka mayo kwa mfuko usipigwe na upepo. Upepo isikubebe. Listen, I know some of you guys sometimes think some of these things when you say they're just jokes, and maybe you're genuinely joking, but I'm an overthinker. And at that time, I was a kid, I was vulnerable, especially these things I had when I was a child. So they stuck with me for a very, very long time. I didn't see myself as pretty. There's a time I was doing modeling. Was it in campus? Yeah, with a friend of mine. We were doing modeling. And she went ahead to become an international model, spa model. And I quit. I stopped. I remember my mom asked me, why did you stop? It's because I went to this agency. And you see how when they're selecting models, they selected models, they put us in groups. They had group A to group D. So group A were the prettier ones, tall ones, pointy. In Kenya, most modeling agencies, they don't even go through the right procedures. They just look for pretty. So the pretty ladies were in group A, tall, skinny, nini. But you see, I had the body of a model. The body I had, I was just not tall enough. They were looking for 5'7", I was 5'5". And then I guess I was not pretty enough. So we had, you see, the pointies, the Ethiopians, the Arabic ladies, Sunatrias, you know what I'm trying to say, in that complexion. Our group A. Then I fell into group B. My friend was in group A. So you see that, so imagine the person who was in group D. And the group A and maybe B were the ones who are booking more gigs compared to these other ones. Able imagine what kind of criteria is that? And then I go through that. Me stopped. Nilisema, okay, I just accepted, maybe I'm not pretty enough, I'm not the prettiest, I'm not what you're looking for. So these are the things that I think gave me low self-esteem. And especially, I'm sensitizing, especially as a child. There's one of my mom's friend who once said, ni vizuri Flora ameongeza mwili, unajua alikuwa anatembea mimi naogopa mguu itabaki nyuma. There's this comment, and you see, I can still remember them, and they happened when I was a child, and I can still remember them. These things stick with you, and I was never kind to myself because of these comments that were negative. They were never positive. But I think last year, I can say I became more aware of myself. You see, the mood of grown woman vibes, I think it happened last year. As much as last year was so much chaos, it also happened last year that I became more aware of myself, more confident. The confidence has been growing even since 2020, 2021, but 2022, peak. Because I realized, these are just comments that people always have. I know who I am beautiful, I am strong, I am so many things, and if you cannot see that, that's your problem. So I'm going to be kind to myself. This negative talk that I had been doing to myself, if something bad happens, maybe I'm not good enough. Imposter syndrome. Mimi, because even here, I wrote, this is a start. This wasn't even part of the goal setting. This is something, you see, the same way I wrote everything, anything I ask, the universe has in abundance. That was to guide me through. And I also had to write something, be aware of self-sabotage. Because I used to self-sabotage a lot. Even when starting my tattoo business. Is this good enough? Is this tattoo, has it come out? Is it good? Is it bad? Should I just stop? Even YouTube, when it started, okay, what am I doing? What the hell am I doing? Should I just stop? Should I? Because if I'm not the best of the best, that's all I want to be, the best of the best. But sometimes the best that I'm giving is good enough. You see, so I don't have to talk negatively about myself or sabotage myself when I'm doing something. I have to believe in myself. I need to have that confidence. And I have that confidence, and I will drill it into myself. You see, even if I don't have it, nitai force, fake it till you make it. Your confidence, it in gear by force. And najijua, I think this I'll have to include next year as well. Beware of self-sabotage, and also keep on speaking positive things in my life, about myself, being self-aware. Oh my God, being self-aware is another conversation. But what I'm trying to say is, we're not always perfect, and you have to be self-aware of the good and the bad, the kind of person you are. And I think that I'm aware of myself, but as I'm still learning. There's a whole lot to learn. I'm still discovering myself. I'm still learning about myself. I think 2023 is going to be amazing. Amen. Inshallah. There's a new chapter coming. So the few things that I've said that I'll include in my 2023 goals, of course I'll include that. I'll do a separate vlog on that because there's so much I didn't write. Like, I think this was very, for starters, it was very okay. So there's so much that I've learned and I've grown. So 2023 is definitely going to be amazing. Amen. I want to believe it, and I want to believe in that because there's new growth, new kwanza growth. Me, I always want constant growth, whether it's in my personality, in my character, in my behavior, in my confidence, in my work, in whatever I do. I always want growth every year or every chapter of everything that I'm doing. If I've been doing this thing for a certain period of time, my tattoo, I want to see it grow. I want to see, like, the tats that I do, the ones that I did in 2021, and the ones that I'm going to do, there should be a clear growth that I'm seeing. Even in my vlogs, I always want to see growth from the first vlog that I did to where I am currently. I want to see that growth, constant growth, whether it's in editing, whether it's in how I shoot my videos, the different kind of shots. I always want to see growth, and I always pray for growth. Peace. Oh my God, peace is such a huge thing for me because, you see, I'm an overthinker, and like I've said, it's self-sabotage. Because of overthinking, sometimes I get anxiety, which I discovered actually in 2022. So definitely growth in 2023, peace, happiness, romance. I can't wait to see where my romance life will be headed. I think I need to start praying and manifesting for my relationships because I've dated nice people, but I've also dated some people. I'm wondering, najiuliza nini nilikuwa nafanya, what was happening, but we learn, and it's fun. Being single is fun. I can say I'm enjoying. Well, yeah, but we don't know where that will head to. And my career, I can only hope to grow in that. My spiritual life, I hope it gets even better. I get more spiritual. And I'm not saying religious, I'm saying spiritual. Just connect more with God, with the universe, with my spirituality, everything. Meditate more. What's that meditation? I've never done meditation, but I think it's something that I need to do to get me through, or to help me with my anxieties and overthinking. And because I'm a planner, I'm an organizer, to get just my life in order. I think I'll research on meditation and get into that. Yeah, but overall, 2022 for me was ups and downs. I had high highs and I had low lows because I have cried. I have cried tears of joy. I've cried tears of pain, if that's something. But 2022 for me was a roller coaster. That's how I can describe it. It was a roller coaster. Carry. Hey. For me, 2022 was a roller coaster, but I'm grateful for it. Even as much as I went through it, I'm grateful for it because these things make me who I am. I know we tend to say that in a brushy way, but they do make me aware of certain things of myself, of certain situations, how to deal with certain situations in case they ever occur, how to avoid certain things. So as much as it was tough and I had some good fans in Nyege Nyege, I went to Nyege Nyege. Maybe this year we can go to Afrochella. I'm telling you, bigger and better. Or Coachella itself, why not? Bigger and better. So 2022, I can say it was tough. If I think about it, guy, it was tough. But I think I handled it well. Okay, I handled it the best I could. I think there's some situations I could have done better, but I did the best I could. And here's to a prosperous 2023 with lots of, and I hope, guys, that this that this year is also, because I know a few people and my friends as well, who went through it in 2022. It's been a struggle, and there's also been some wins at the same time for them. So I guess that's just life. You can never have one thing. You have to just go through it. And I just hope 2023 is more welcoming, more lenient, more prosperous, more money, more wealth. Wealth. Sijataja, by the way, I hope it's more wealth for all of us. Good health, peace, joy, happiness, prosperity in all ways. May your cups never lack. May they always be filled, overflowing. You know what I mean? And that's all I can wish for in 2023. And I can't believe 1 year down the line we'll be back reviewing this. So, guys, this is the end of the vlog. So thank you for watching. We've reached the end. You know, sometimes I always feel like, I don't know, listening to someone for an entire, it's not easy. So I am appreciative of that. Yeah, so let's see what 2023 brings. I just hope it's nothing but blessings and blessings and blessings. In Jesus' name, amen. So I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.